In the last episode, we began installing the ceiling in the underground Earthbag Muse Art Studio. Dad is back and gung-ho to start the finishing touches on the Murphy bed.
We grabbed Bryson's mattress. Of course, he's not going to have a mattress tonight. We don't have the strap that goes in yet, but I wanted to see kind of, how heavy it was, how it would behave as we got it up in there. Yeah, it closes just fine.
Bryson, he has been printing these little dragon heads. We're gonna use them like, well, just like this in the Muse Art Studio with cabinet door handles.
So we ordered some black plastic online to replace the pink knobs that are on the cabinets now.
Hi, buddy. Come on.
Okay. So we started out printing on Garen's printer because my printer was broken down at the time.
It's finished.
Bring it over.
It's kind of like a frog.
It just needs to have all the support stuff taken off from the
Cute,
bottom.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's very cute. Gosh, it's just silky. Beautiful.
To supposedly keep our hands safe. But I don't want to smash this or ruin this. Take a drill bit and I was showing Shay how to drill the holes into the back of them.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go get the old knobs. Actually,
let me get
here.
a screw here and see if I can
Take
actually
these.
get it.
I'm not in my pajamas. What? It's not easy. Maybe if I held it on this side?
Use the same method that the other knobs did, where the screw just simply screws into the back of them.
First one's done. Look at that. From its ears. Sure's a process though. Looking good, Shay.
So our original number is 12, but we may end up printing more depending on how many cabinets Dad puts in. We may print some larger ones for the Murphy bed.
Gonna keep all my fabrics in here. And Bryson designed and 3D printed these. He has a video on that if you want to go check it out. Some of my equipment in here. Oh yeah.
Wow, you're poking away on this.
We ran out.
Looks like we ran out of burlap after all. I thought I had ordered so much extra, but so have to get some more burlap, and we ran out of, we need to get a little more insulation, and we almost ran out of staples, but we do have a few of them left. So we'll have to finish this up later.
So there's just enough room with your head on the pillow to use the shelf for, probably put some electrical in here for iPhone users and so on. I had to set this back enough so that I could get it closed. So it kind of exposed our bracket a little bit. But this closes up now. This will be covered with whiteboard material so that we can use that for planning and scheduling.
This monstrosity, this terrible, terrible thing that has happened, that is the leaves of this currently dead. It's so dead I want to cry. Used to be in full bloom.
The ants got to the raspberry bush and ate everything off of it. They completely devoured it. There's like no leaves on it. Oh, I recognize that. That's an ant problem. Wow.
And everything's gonna come back as long as we get rid of the ants.
We used a little bit of boiling hot water to try to get rid of them. The queen is going to be really deep in the ground. And then we ended up using DE, diatomaceous earth. It kills insects.
One thing I've noticed with plants is they can usually get their leaves lost at least once during a season and they'll come back. But if they get eaten twice, they lose their leaves twice, then they don't come back.
So yeah, that ended up working. I hope so.
Break me off a piece of that raspberry bush.
You know, one of the things that's always with every project is how do we get enough time to do all the things that we need to do. And I travel for work sometimes, so it requires me to be out of town for 3, 4, sometimes 5 days. And, you know, it's frustrating knowing that they're home, everybody's here at the house working real hard, like they're working on the ceiling or they're working on a floor, they're doing staining or painting. And, you know, I'd really long to be with them too and be there. When I am away, it's really reassuring to know that Bryson and Garen are here, to just be here, part of the family, kind of upholding it. I know that both boys really step up to the plate when Dad's gone. You know, talk with Shell, it's usually, you know, Garen and Bryson did this or that, and I'm just like, oh, okay, good. So I feel better on the inside. These are the spindles for the headboard. Dry out a little. I'm thankful to have the family and thankful to have the job, but you know, it's frustrating to be split between the two. But I think in the end, it's nice to, in the big picture of things, everything is working. And I'm really, really grateful for that. And recently we were listening to a well-known designer, and she was saying to get into the play zone, and that's how she begins her creation, and that's how she starts there, so that she remains in the play zone. For me to go away from my play zone, which is here with my family, it's so cool to come back to the play zone and be able to, you know, play here and create and have a lot of fun. That to me is like one of the coolest things about what we're doing here.
I really like the stain that Dad's putting on. Oh, I didn't even see the railing. Wow, that looks so cool.
Stay tuned for next time as we continue finishing the ceilings and floors. We're happy to announce that Glenn will be joining us for this next Wednesday My Little Podcast. He runs a great channel called DIY Creators. Please join in Wednesday on the discussion. If you ever miss a podcast, you can always go back and check it out as it turns into a video after it's done live streaming. If you missed last Wednesday, Louis Lamb, a movie and TV editor, joined us to share his experiences. We'll have a link in the description if you'd like to check that out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you!
Please consider supporting us on Patreon.
See how this ear's up and this ear's low, and this ear on this side is low and this one's up? On Garen's printer, his mirrors it. We don't know why. Don't try this at home, try it at someone else's home.
I thought you had a system that didn't involve your fingers.
You need a 3D printed piece that's gonna hold it in place.
If you know how long the drill bit is, do it like this with an expert
If you wanted
without
a
drilling
handle, if you wanted a handle on your hand, you could just
through. Drill it right
go
into your
for it.
hand.
Just go for it.
Don't you pre-drill holes anyway? I mean, isn't that
Exactly, and then
normal?
put the screw through it, and you'd be like, "Hi, I got a handle on mine."
Very
handle on that.
funny.
You can't handle this.
Our family moved from the city to the country. Thanks for taking part in our adventure. We have new videos every Friday evening. If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.
Well, when I was 5.
When I was 12 years old.
Yeah, that's usually when I leave the editing suite and go to the fridge.
Sounds like two syllables. Okay. Well, tell us, you have a
The stress just like dissolves into the air, and you get to go home and you're happy.
Oh, that's
Right?
great.
Without seeing their face, it says mom from off camera.
Sorry.
Would you like to take that again?
Yeah.